Let me go to Tony out of California. Tony, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, Tony. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, sir. Can I say one thing that you said on your own show to a female on the telephone?
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out where your concept and where your development and how do you speak, being a reverend, call a female a bitch. How can you do that, sir?
Like this, bitch. It's easy.
I just don't understand your terminology, Jack. Can you say you
don't know what a bitch is?
Huh?
You don't know what a bitch is when you see one?
It could be a bitch. Could be a whole lot of things.
But do you recognize a bitch when you see one?
No, I don't.
You are a big liar, Tony.
Can you ask that question?
Well, how do you live with yourself, man?
When you call a female a bitch, what did you say to her?
Bitch.
What is
Tony,
a bitch to you?
You know what a bitch is when you see one. Stop lying. I got to take a break. Thank you, buddy.
Oh.
Joel, he black, Chris, he white, and Nick, my producer, Anchor Baby, and
One second. I don't know what I did.
It's tangled.
what are you doing?
I can't fix it.
They don't have those in Mexico?
It doesn't. It's not making sense to me right now.
A.X. DeVille says, enjoyed the Mr. Peterson Dick Gregory video.
Yeah, Dick Gregory was one of the most insane idiots I ever met. And they call him a civil rights leader or something. If he is a civil rights leader, I'm white on the outside too.
Mike Young, hey Jesse, what is your favorite wings? Ranch wings, hot wings, baked wings, or fried wings?
Is Mike black?
He might be.
It must be black.
I never heard no ranch
Asking about
wings.
chicken wings.
Hot wings, boneless for me.
Boneless is beta. So I guess you're beta for eating boneless chicken.
You said you eat boneless too.
Huh?
You said you like boneless too.
But not, I think I prefer the one with the bones.
Sure.
Wings don't mean a thing if it ain't got no bones. We have been tagged on D-Live. We still some stream on there, but no super chats, all right? My producer's telling me that right now. No more diamonds and nigga. What is it?
Ninja Guineas.
Ninja genies. What's wrong with millennial men? They can't handle anything. They're half man, half girl, and half devil, like a homosexual. So this stupid man, Sean Duffy, a former congressman, quit his job so that his wife, Rachel, can continue to work. And now he bought a boat and named it after her.
I mean, I'm glad he's out of Congress, because if he's that weak to do that, then he doesn't belong up there.
Allah Bob will walk all over him.
I wish the rest of, I don't know, the Congress is in dire need of like decent and strong men.
Duffy is a bitch. I'm sure.
It's true.
I'm sure Rachel hate him. And she's so selfish, evil, ego woman. She's at work instead of being home with the children. His kids need a father, not a male mother. Gay. Let Sean Duffy know that his wife has turned him into a total bitch. But anyway, the Pope said that its pleasure is divine. It is simply divine. Does this Pope smoke pot? Pleasure is divine. Don't tell that fat black rapper woman that be naked all the time at the basketball games, showing her fat, nasty butt. What's the name of that woman?
Lizzo.
Don't say a fat butt, nasty Lizzo this. She probably go naked after this. But in South Africa, because the blacks rule, they're taking the land from the whites without compensation. So when I started hearing about that and I saw the similarities working here, I'm like, y'all better wake up. Hurry, hurry. Emergency. They're going to take your land. And the white people are like, no, there is no way they can take the land. No, they're going to take your land.
According to the 2018 report by the Public Policy Institute of California, African Americans males account for 28% of the state's male prison population, despite the fact that black men make up just 5.6% of the state adult males. AB 2131 would require an in-depth examination of the impacts of slavery and its afterlives in California, and provide the framework to develop guidelines on how to begin to address the disparities born of a shameful history.
They're going to take your land. This woman got a fro. Now, when you see a black woman with an afro, you know you're in trouble. The one with the froze, you better head for the hills.
Realms with the Diamond. My wife's boyfriend loves the show. Keep it up.
My wife's boyfriend? Amazing. God bless your wife's boyfriend. In Wayne County, out of Michigan there, they have reversed their previous certification of the election result and have come forth with signed affidavits alleging they were bullied and misled into approving election results. Abraham Ayas was one of many Democrats that attacked the two canvassers.
Now, your refusal to certify the election today will continue to deny the people of House District 4 of Hamtramck and Detroit, that is majority black, to have a voice in the state legislature. So while you may show us your caucasity today in refusing to certify the election, know that there is nothing other than Jim Crowing that is going on right now. You are certainly showing that you are a racist. You may say that you are not. And what that tells us is you, Miss Monica Palmer from Grosse Pointe Woods, which has a history of racism, are deciding to enable and continue to perpetuate the racist history of this country. And I want you to think about what that means for your kids who probably go to Grosse Pointe North.
When Muslims talk like that, you better hide your neck. And their whole family, it sounds like he about to do a cut off the head thing. Doesn't that sound like he's going to go and cut the head off?
I know. It sounds like a threat. That's
it
for
does.
Sure.
Oh.
It's on Zoom. What you going to do?
Now the blacks are being used by Allahu Akbar people. A passenger stunned at a lack of social distancing on full flight to Charlotte. Watch this news report.
Erin Strine spoke to me from her parents' home in Durham, her final stop after this flight from New York to Charlotte. She posted a short video on Twitter as passengers took their seats.
I kind of just sat there and cried because I was just very overwhelmed, and I had the thought of, like, should I get off the plane?
She stayed on the flight. She says ideally she would like to see flights at half capacity.
If you don't want to get on the plane, stay your scary butt home. Or walk, or drive. There's another way to get there. You got to take away the rights of everybody else because you are afraid. Life is about risk. Life is about going out there, doing what you got to do, watching yourself too. Lady, go home and love your dog. When I go to McDonald's to get coffee, I would say, I like my coffee white, like I like my women.
You already had one.
One what?
White woman.
I know. I just wanted to see. You like being an anchor baby?
Yeah.
You glad your mother dropped you across the border?
That's not what happened. I came up with that. I told him I was an anchor baby.
We didn't know. If you not told us, we would not have known.
But we would have suspected.
Yeah, we knew something. I mean, the fact that he's Mexican.
Right.
Always with the second.
Are you happy your mama dropped you across the border and ran?
Look.
You can't impose the truth on anyone. That doesn't even make sense. Who are you? God doesn't do it, and he doesn't hold it against anyone. You want the light or you want darkness? It's up to you. He's not going to miss a coffee break. Can't you just see he and Jesus having coffee in the morning? He sent Jesus over to the coffee shop across the street. Hey, son, run over to the coffee shop. I want Chaparfrino this morning or something. or maybe coffee from McDonald's somewhere. And I'm going to turn the TV on so we can watch the world today. And so you run over, get some coffee, maybe a donut, apple fritter, and then turn on the TV and watch the big screen and go, Lord, look at that one. Who are you to hate? Look at that one gossiping. Look at that one listening to gossip. Why is it so easy for people to believe lies rather than the truth? They have a little lightweight conversation. They don't talk too long and too loud because they want to hear what's going on TV. Just FYI.
Nice. There you go.
A black man with blonde hair. Amazing. Thank you, Guala.
I have no doubt that some of us who look like me would have been hanging from the railings of the third floor onto the house floor.
Hanging like a fruit. He making that up. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
This is nothing but a race war that was about to be unleashed.
They're lying. They're pretending it's an act on a stage.
Still in the soil of this nation arises the fruit of racism.
You got to be high, drunk, and on acid to even consider believing that.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
It doesn't even make... How do you keep a straight face and say that? It looked like at some point the white people say, you know what? This is so stupid. I'm not running. What the? I'm going to stop running now. They have been riding this fake horse of racism for 70 years now. Can you get rid of STD? Whatever that is. STD is a staky, tough disease.
Right.
That's what that means?
Well, I don't know.
Are you a conservative or a Democrat?
Well, I'm for whatever's right for the people.
Oh, that means you voted for Trump.
Huh? Whatever's right for the people.
You voted for Trump. Right on. I wrote my name in for one of the things, not for president, but for something else. I didn't agree with any of them, so I wrote my name in there. Kenny is out of Iowa. Kenny, thank you for calling. Thank you for holding. Get it off your chest.
Konnichiwa. Hey, Jesse. How are you?
All is well. How you doing, Kenny?
Not good. Great. No, very, very good.
Right on.
I have a question for Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Is it true that only a guy with the radio talk show can be alpha male?
No, anyone who overcomes being a beta can become an alpha.
Is the alpha and the beta hierarchy really reserved for pack animals?
For what?
Wild animals that run together in groups.
And you asked us what now?
About these terminology for alpha, beta.
How old are you, Kenny?
They're really, I don't have an age.
You don't have an age?
I'm not an age.
You're not an age?
No, I don't have one of those.
All right. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate you, buddy. I don't know what to do. Nobody ain't got no age. Thank you, Kenny. Jerry is out of Brookline. So this is Jesse. I'm sitting in for Hake on the Hake Report. So here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
Hey guys.
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh,
hey guys. Do I sound like Hake? Hey guys.
La la la.
Do I sound like Hake?
Sound just like him.
Hake need to put some man voice in his voice instead of "Hey guys." He should go, "Hey guys." Remember, Hake, when you do your silent prayer, wishing well, you're not feeling well, a little under the weather, not that bad. Hake tend to get, I think he tend to get a cold every year. But But he'll be fine. Hey, Hank, I know you're watching.
All right.
Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. Now we'll do what we got to do. But he was a little under the weather, but he is doing a little bit better. And so I'm messing around. For the Hake report, a couple in Canada have been fined after police caught the wife walking her husband like a dog. The woman was 24, was reportedly stopped while walking her 40-year-old husband on a leash, her spouse on a leash in Quebec, Canada. Amazing. Mind-blowing. And let me show you the hypocrisy of the government. This is from the Daily Mail. New York City Mayor Bill deBlasio apologizes after being caught going to a private gym he had opened for himself.
I got no exercise whatsoever over the weekend. I was in this building a huge percentage of the time. I need exercise to be able to stay healthy and make decisions. I'm going to figure out some new way to do it going forward. I did not for a moment think there was anything problematic because I knew the dynamics. And again, I have to stay healthy so I can make the decisions for the people of this city.
Isn't that amazing? He act like he's human, but the rest of the people are not. He got a job. He has to make decisions. So he got to exercise. He's been in his office all that time with nothing to do. I got to say, I'm going to the gym. But y'all don't have to stay healthy. The hell with you. I went to the gym because I need to do exercise. I have a decision to make. I've been sitting around in my office. Everybody else sitting around getting fat as well. Nathan is from Toronto, Canada. Nathan, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse. Good to speak to you again.
Thank
now
you,
that you're on Hake's show every day, I'm just going to call you every day, bro.
Amazing.
And I just wanted to say, I think the guy who is being walked by his wife in Canada,
yeah,
I think that was Travis Pangburn.
So that was the hour one of the Jesse Lee Peterson show. Hour two coming right up. But first, Nick News, I can't say that. Nick News, because James is sick news. A second Capitol Hill police officer has died as well. CBS is reporting that Officer Howard Liebengood, no Lieben is good.
Whose fault is it if you don't see things in the right way? Whose fault is it?
Oh. Biden's. No.
Do you believe that the government can make you wear 2 masks? If they can make you put 1 on, why can't they make you put 2 on? And maybe even 3. Better known as 3 in Jamaica is 3. I got 3 jobs. This is from Inside Edition. Experts are saying the public needs to wear 2 masks now. Watch this.
With COVID cases soaring, experts warn it's time to double down, as in time to start wearing a double mask. President-elect Joe Biden does it. Mitt Romney double masked during the Capitol insurrection. Tom Cruise also double masks.
It essentially blocks between 90 and 95% of all viral particles.
Infectious disease specialist Dr. Monica Gandhi shows us the simple steps you can take.
Actually putting the cloth mask first and then putting the surgical mask on top of it. All the electrostatic repulsion from here, and then like different fibers going different ways. You've just made this an N95 right here.
They present it like it's so beautiful and it's so emotional. It just makes so much sense. Come on into the camp. She presented that like it was just fascinating. Put on another clothes outfit or something. Mind-blowing how they emotionalize it. And a lot of people are going to fall for it. Why should you start seeing double masks now? Mitt Romney did it. The same man that's supposed to be a Republican and marched with Black Lives Matter. Joe Biden did it the man that doesn't know if he's going or coming. I doubt that Joe Biden even know that he's president. But there are examples of putting on two masks. What a mess. Joe is out of Phoenix. Joe, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing well. There is good news in Black America, finally. Black murder and violent crimes is falling. The out-of-wedlock birth rate is at the lowest point, I should say, in 40 years. This is all according to a study by Harvard reported in Newsweek.
Oh, we don't believe it there.
No, yeah, what you're saying is lies.
Is what?
Lies.
Oh, you don't believe that black-on-black crime is going through the roof?
Jesse, we're not going to agree on that, so it's silly.
No, I'm asking you, you think that they're lying about the black-on-black crime, little children getting killed and everything now?
Jesse, you wanted to always paint black people in the worst light possible because that's your whole base, your whole premise.
So even though I'm telling them to go back to God, build families and all that, I want them to stay down?
You just love to denigrate and lie and stereotype about black people, Jeff.
When I say to them, hey, they're using you over and over and over again. Your purpose on earth now is to be used by these people. Is that a sign of wanting to keep them down? For the most part, black people are turned into little liberals, and they are made to hate, starting at home, and they're being used for destruction. And if you notice, Joe from Phoenix, Arizona, they are now placing all these black women in government. And what are they talking about? Hated whitey. We want reparations, and they want to let all the blacks out of prisons and jails and all that. Amazing. I don't know what's wrong with you, but bury your head in the sand is not going to help the blacks.
Jesse, nobody's burying their head. It's simply fact.
You are.
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking at reality.
No, you're not.
You just want to hate black people.
So when I say all people, we got to return to love and not hate. Are you saying I mean hate?
Jesse, you only talk about love in terms of how bad black people are.
No. When I say that black people need to return to love, all people, we need Christianity back, to love God, to love your neighbor. Am I telling black people to hate or to love, return back to normal?
That's not what you say, though, Jesse.
You need to take your head out of the sand, man.
You go on to say that black people are retarded.
You saying that I don't say we need to return to love?
Yes, that part is good.
Do I say we need to return to family?
Yes, that part is good too.
Do I say we need to return to God?
That part is good too, yeah.
And do I say we need to stop hating?
Yes.
Well, what about that you disagree with then?
No, I agree with all that, but then you go on to say that black people are thugs and retarded and violent, and that's just lies again.
Oh, that's lies. So, like, when you saw Black Lives Matter burning and blacks were stealing and killing and robbing, running to stores, taking a refrigerator and all those things, that really wasn't happening?
Jesse, those people are not most black people, and they were wrong.
Was that thuggerish or love?
For those black people, yes, it was, but that's not most black people.
Do most black voters vote for the Democratic Party?
Most black voters, yes.
Is that a good thing?
It's what they're taught.
You don't think that is something wrong with not thinking for yourself?
Jesse, the way you're couching it is just false.
I'm asking you, do you believe that there is something wrong with not thinking for yourself?
I believe thinking for yourself is very important, yeah.
And whose fault is it when you don't think for yourself?
The person's and their environment.
How is it the environment fault that you don't think for yourself?
Because if you're not taught more diversity and how to really understand politics, you're not going to learn.
And so black people don't think for themselves because they're not taught to think for themselves, then they don't understand politics?
Jesse, stop talking in generalizations.
I'm asking you, I'm following up what you said. Are you saying that black people are not taught for themselves, to think for themselves, and they don't know politics?
I think many black people still feel like sellouts and Uncle Toms when they leave the Democratic Party, and that's fine.
Are you saying that most black people don't think, are taught to think for themselves, and they don't know politics? They don't understand politics?
First of all, there are more and more black people that are leaving the Democratic Party, which I think is a good thing.
That's neither here nor there. I asked, why do most black voters vote for the Democrat? And you said because most black voters are taught to think for themselves, and they don't understand politics, right?
No, that's what you said, Jesse.
No, you said it. I follow up on it, and now you don't want to admit that you said it.
No. I said politics is complicated, and most people, period, black, white, or whatever.
No, we're talking about deBlasio. You said they don't understand politics.
No, I did not say that, Jesse. You're trying to say that.
Amazing. Do you wear a double mask?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't, but I don't think it's a bad idea.
And so you would wear it?
Jesse, it's just science and medicine. I know you don't understand that.
Would you wear a double mask?
I just told you no. But it's not a bad idea.
And why that is not a bad idea?
Because it's medicine and science, Jesse.
So if science told you to put on a third one too, would you wear it?
Stop talking over me. Putting a barrier between you and the virus is just common sense, Jesse.
And so if science told you to put on a third mask, would you think that's a good idea?
Jesse, it's not about freedom. It's about science and medicine. And
if they told you to wear a third mask on, would you think that's a good idea?
Jesse, do you wash your hands?
You didn't answer the question yet. You're trying to avoid the question for some reason.
No, I'm making a point. Do you wash your hands?
I'm asking you. I was washing my hands before the Chinese virus, but I'm asking you. Last question, then I got to go, Joe. If they told you to wear, if science told you to put on 3 masks, would you do it?
Oh, Jesse, you're just a sheeple. It's ridiculous.
Joe hung up on me. What the? He gone. Ain't no use in praying for Joe. Joe gone.
Savage.
He didn't want to answer the double mask thing.
Savage. 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 Beta.
Why not be a man and get a job? Shout out to Get a Job. We really appreciate you, man. You've done amazing work over the years, so thank you. All right, and everybody at the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, say thanks. We do appreciate it. He still has good hair. The head coat did not damage the hair at all. It's amazing hair. All is well. If you don't know what you're looking for, how do you know that you have not seen it already?
There's different versions of gods, right? If like maybe Vishnu has shown himself to me. Hashtag Zer.
Is Vishnu a drag queen or something? Who is Vishnu?
I've heard she's got like 5 tits or something.